This is the final video presentation for the Lost and Found app. This video will discuss the software development lifecycle and also include a demonstration at the very end. My name is Mary Han, and I'll start us off by discussing the early stages of development. We initially decided on the idea of the app because the current way to access the Lost and Found relies on the hours of operations for the student centers on both Marietta and Kennesaw campus. With an app, information regarding reporting or seeking lost items is available 24/7. This will be especially convenient for a university with over 48,000 students and 2,000 members of faculty. Our goal was to make this app a central hub for information regarding the lost and found items and to encourage community and responsibility within our school because it relies on faculty and students like us to help others find their lost items. When designing the app, we especially wanted it to look affiliated with KSU. To do this, we referred to the university's branding guidelines for inspiration. Some specific details we included are the font, Montserrat, the memorable KSU yellow, and of course the KSU logo. Here on the left is a mock-up of the app made in Figma that incorporates all the details we discussed, but it looks plain and amateur. So over the weeks, we worked on developing the app until we had our new user interface as seen on the right, which looks cleaner while still being intuitive to navigate.
Hello, my name is Shevan Bavaria, and I will be going over the implementation, the testing and integration, and the maintenance phase of the software development lifecycle. So during the implementation phase for Lost and Found, our team translated all approved designs and requirements into working code using React Native and Expo. Each component and screen was developed as an individual module to keep the code organized and scalable. All the core screens were developed using React Native and JavaScript. So, like I said, we use React Native, which provides the capability of developing and testing the mobile app using JavaScript library React. Our key implementation work, we implemented React Native, React navigation stack, and bottom tabs to support seamless movement between pages. We also added map view and markers for realistic campus lost and found locations, just like you see here. And then we use modular styling via stylesheet.create for maintenance and UI code. We also connected screens with placeholders, action handlers for future backend integration. This phase delivered the first functional demo version of the app, allowing the users to navigate through the interface and view all UI components. Okay, and then we got the testing and integration. So we use the Expo Go app, which Expo provides developer tools for app development such as file-based routing and standard native module library. So when you scan this QR code from your camera or mobile camera, it will take you to the Expo Go app and it will load our Lost and Found app. And then from there we tested UI testing, which verified all screens rendered correctly on multiple devices. And then we also did navigation testing, which ensured all buttons link correctly to their intended screens. Then we did a validation check. We confirmed that email and password. If they're right, they will let you log in. And then integration testing, which checked that each screen connected correctly with the React navigation structure. The results were there were no crashes and it was stable and consistent. Navigation was stable and consistent, no crashes, and then map and markers rendered successfully. Okay, and then for maintenance, since this is an active work in progress project, the maintenance phase focuses on addressing bugs, improving the UI, and preparing for backend integration. Some maintenance needed to be done is integrating a real database, so like Firebase or Superbase, to support real user accounts and item posts. And then we want to replace mock data with real live data for alleged search results and post details. And then we also want to add loading screens. So when the Wi-Fi is slow, it will show you that it's loading. And then this phase basically is ongoing and ensures the app continues growing into a fully functional lost and found platform.
I'm going to showcase a demo of the Lost and Found app that we have developed in its current state. So upon opening the app on your mobile device, you're greeted with a welcome page and provided the sign up and login options. And we try to incorporate the KSU details to the app by utilizing the university logo and colors. So I'm going to showcase the sign up page first. All right, so on the sign up page, you are given 3 fields to enter your own credentials for account creation. And the email section here will only accept KSU emails. Any other domains like Gmail or iCloud will not be accepted by the app. All right, so I'm going to type a test email test@ksu.edu. Okay, and then when you type your password in, the password strength indicator will appear and it'll state how weak or strong your password is. So currently right now, test with only 4 characters is currently a weak password. So the password has to be 8 or more characters to create an account. And any password that's less than 8 characters, it will not be accepted at all. So I'm going to do a test password, test1234, since that's 8 characters. And then also when you retype the password in the confirm password field has to match exactly like the one in the password field. Otherwise, it won't let you create an account. So like it's also case sensitive as well. So I'm gonna do test1234. So yeah, see, even if it's the same password, it's case sensitive and it won't let you sign up. So I'm gonna retype it real quick. Also, for the purpose of this presentation, the secure text entry field where it covers up the confirm password and password fields, it's disabled for right now so that we can showcase what the app currently looks like. But in a real world setting, the property will be re-enabled in order to protect the user's credentials. So the password and the confirm password fields must match. All right, so I'm going to press sign up and it'll tell you that your account's created successfully. And then you can also access the login and the sign up page from this bottom tab where it says already have an account. So I'm going to access the login page and login. Test@ksu.edu and then test1234. All right, and then when you press login, it'll tell you that you've logged in successfully, and then you'll be greeted to the home screen upon the home menu upon logging in. All right, so the title of the app right now, it's currently called Retrieve It, and there's also a search bar here where you can search for any lost item you want that ranges from phones, keys, etc. Currently, you can type in anything, and the keyboard will also appear when you press the search bar. But yeah, right now the search bar doesn't work, but it's currently being worked on. And then here you got the gold banner where this Learn More button will navigate to a page for the user to learn about the app's mission and all the features that the app offers. And then this section right here, you got the continue searching section, the search history that displays any posts that have been visited during the browsing section. And right now there is a TI-30XS calculator post on the search history. I'm going to demonstrate what the post looks like upon pressing the image. All right, so when you press on it, you're going to be displayed all the details about the post. So the large image and the listing title is provided for simple recognition. A found location and drop-off location is provided so that the users can check where it was found and at what drop-off location at Kennesaw State University they can visit to retrieve it. And there are currently 3 buttons here that are provided. The contact drop-off location lets users reach out to the lost and found location to arrange a pickup date or verify if the item is still available to be picked up. And this method helps to ensure item pickups are done safely. And then the save button allows users to save the post to their watch list if they would like to revisit it later. And then the report button allows users to report any suspicious posts to keep the platform reliable for users. And then at the bottom, you got the item description, which provides details about the item or anything that'll help find the owners of the lost item. All right, so I'm going to go back. All right, and then here, the recently found section just displays any lost items that have been found recently by users. And this can be helpful for users that have just recently lost an item. And the horizontal scrolling component is also enabled to make browsing the post seamless and smooth. And it also does this on continuous searching. And then next up, you got the lost and found locations section here, where it displays an Apple Maps API that pinpoints every lost and found location that's found within Kennesaw State University. Users have free movement and zoom control, and when you tap on the marker, the lost and found location details are revealed. So you got the building name, which is the Joe Mack Wilson Student Center, and it'll tell you where inside the building that the lost and found is located. So let's say that it's in the second floor in the main lobby. But yeah, currently in the Marietta campus, there's only one known lost and found location, but we've also incorporated all the lost and found locations in the Kennesaw campus. And as of right now, there's 15 lost and found locations that are known to exist in the Kennesaw campus. And then once again, when you tap on the marker, it'll tell you the building name and the location that the lost and found is in. All right, and then finally, the home page includes a report button, which allows users to report any bugs or glitches they have experienced during the browsing session. And the reports get forwarded to the development team to fix in order to improve the app experience. All right, and then next up, we got the search tab. Here you can search for any item you may have lost. And this is the same search bar right here that's provided in the home page where you can look up anything you lost no matter the characteristics. And you can type in anything. The search bar just doesn't have any functionality yet, but it's currently being worked on, as I mentioned. And then here you got the category section, which allows users to search for an item based on the category it belongs in, ranging from clothing, devices, etc. And this is a helpful page for users to search for an item that belongs in a specific category. All right, and then here in the post page, the users can create their the users can create their lost item post to post on the app, and the users are greeted to a simple instructions list that explains how to create their own post. And upon pressing the post a lost item button, you're gonna be given the option to either take photos using your camera app, or you can choose them from your phone's photo gallery. So when you press take photo, then the camera API opens up and you can take a photo of the lost item. All right, and then that looks good, then you can use that. I'm gonna press use photo. And then, or if you select choose from library, the photo gallery opens up and then you can select what photos you want to use for the post. So I'm gonna select this photo right here. You can also crop it to make it display what parts of the image you want displayed. I'm gonna press choose. All right, and then in the app's current state, the page where you create the post hasn't been created yet, but the idea is that after the user takes the photo or chooses the photo, then they'll be transitioned to a page to create and finalize the post. And then finally, to conclude the demo, the alerts page. This is where users can check notifications they received either outside the app or during their browsing session. And some notifications they can receive can include updates on their lost item post, like the owner has been found, or updates on an item they are trying to retrieve, like the drop-off location, similar listings, etc. So like, for example, the item was dropped off at a specific building. So like the item was dropped off at the Atrium building in the Marietta campus, or a lost item post that may match the item the user is trying to retrieve. So it'll say like a new item matching your description was posted, so they can check if the post matches exactly the item that they're searching for. And they can also get reminders to check the app for any updates on lost and found items. All right, and then this concludes the demo. And based on the app's current state, there are still more components and features that need to be added to make this app reliable for students and faculty at KSU.